Here in my hands, I hold the holy grail of YouTube marketing. What is the YouTube marketing holy grail and how can it help you make more money with YouTube ads? In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you. I am here today with Daniel Rose, the author of the 15 Steps to Profitable YouTube Marketing. Dan was the founder of sixpackabs.com and many of the other most advertised brands on YouTube. His ads have driven over $214 million in revenue for himself and his clients. He's told me that his holy grail technique was one of the most important keys to that success. So Dan, let's get straight to it. What is the holy grail of YouTube advertising?
The holy grail of YouTube advertising is remarketing. For those of you who don't know, remarketing is when you show ads to people who are already interested in your products. This could be people who have been to your website, people who have bought one of your products, or someone who subscribed to your email list. Basically, because you're showing ads to people who are already interested, remarketing is the most powerful form of ad targeting. Now, if you've never set up a remarketing campaign, I know it can seem complicated if you've never done it before. In this video, we're going to walk you through the basics of setting up a remarketing campaign. And believe me, it's much simpler than you think. But we're not just going to do that. In this video, we're going to talk about an advanced remarketing technique I've gotten killer results with that hardly anybody is using. It's called sequential remarketing campaigns. And once you have access to this technique, your profits from remarketing are going to multiply.
So I personally haven't used remarketing on my website, and I'm also not very good at coding. Do you think I'd be able to install the code to do remarketing?
Yeah, for sure. It's actually super simple and super easy. If you can copy and paste text in Microsoft Word, then you can install the remarketing code. On the screen right now, you can see the code that you'll need to install on your site. It's called the Google Ads Global Site Tag, and all you need to do is copy and paste this code into your website if you're manually coding your website. Now, if you're using Shopify or ClickFunnels or any software to build your website, this is actually even easier. All you have to do is take this code and paste it into the software like you see on screen right now. Even easier, and I know you can do this, is very, very simple. Now, the challenging part about remarketing isn't setting it up. Really, anybody can set it up, even people like me that have no technical skills. The challenging part about remarketing is making great remarketing ad creative and targeting the right remarketing lists. This way, you don't just make a small profit from your remarketing campaigns, you make a huge profit from these campaigns. And that's what we're going to show you how to do.
For anyone who wants a more detailed explanation, you should pick up a copy of Dan's book. He includes bonus videos that you get with the book, and one of them walks you through exactly what you need to do to set up remarketing. You also get many other bonus videos with this book that show you how to set up more things with your YouTube campaigns as well. The book costs $19.95 on Amazon, but you can get a copy for free. Just click Claim Book to claim your copy whenever you're ready. So Dan, I'm not advertising right now, so I don't have a lot of people coming to my website. Should I focus on remarketing or should I focus on other campaigns first?
You should actually focus on remarketing first. And a lot of people wouldn't say that, but here's why this is. Even if you have nobody going to your website right now, if you set up your remarketing campaigns first, then that'll mean once you do start advertising, once you do have people going to your website, you'll be efficiently maximizing the value of that traffic and you'll be squeezing every dollar of profit that you can out of it. When I set my first campaigns up, I made the mistake of not setting up remarketing for about 6 months afterwards. And now I'm realizing I could have made about double the money if I just had remarketing campaigns set up from the beginning. So yes, set up your remarketing campaigns first, even if you're just getting started and even if you haven't bought any advertising yet. Now, if you have already bought advertising, let's say if you're already advertising on Facebook or if you're already doing search advertising, you should definitely set up your remarketing campaigns as your first YouTube ad campaigns. And the reason for that is if you already have advertising from Facebook or another traffic source, but you're not advertising to those people on YouTube, you're not fully maximizing the value of this traffic. Now, you don't need to take things to the ninja level to make a profit on these remarketing campaigns. If you can just get the basics right, you're going to make a profit on your YouTube remarketing. And once you do, I know that's going to motivate you. I know that's going to inspire you to take things to the next level. And when you make your YouTube marketing skills a little bit better, you'll be able to expand into other forms of ad targeting. These forms of ad targeting are not as easy to convert as remarketing, but they're more scalable, which means you can make even bigger profits. And when you add these into your mix, your remarketing campaigns will grow along with them.
So Dan, let's talk about ad creative. What is the difference between an ad that's going to make a huge profit and an ad that's going to make a little bit of a profit?
So there's one critical difference in remarketing campaigns, and I'll explain it to you now. When somebody has never been to your website before, if someone's totally unfamiliar with what you're selling, you've got to sell them on the benefits. You have to sell them on the reason why they want what you're selling. So that's necessary in order to get them to your website or to get them onto your email list. Now, if someone's already been to your website, if they've already clicked on one of your ads before, you already know they're interested in what you have to sell. So you don't have to keep beating them over the head with the same benefits over and over again. Instead, it's going to be different. The process is going to be more about building trust. They already want the benefits of what you have to sell, but the reason why they haven't bought yet is that they're not 100% sure that you can deliver those benefits. Now, most people, what they do is they take a very lazy approach to their remarketing campaigns. What most people do is they just put the same ads in their remarketing campaigns that they run in their regular ad campaigns. Now that's easy, it seems like, but it's actually a huge mistake. And the reason for that is that people seeing your remarketing ads have a totally different mentality. If you just keep repetitively showing them the same ads over and over again, it's not going to be very effective. Now, even if you do take this lazy approach, people will still make a small profit. People can make a 10, 20, 30% profit by doing things this way. But by doing things the way that we're about to show you, you can make much bigger profits. 200%, 300%, or even 500%. And I just want to tell you that you shouldn't be satisfied with making a small profit in your remarketing campaigns. You should be making a huge profit. So that should be your goal. If you're not making a huge profit right now, this video is really going to help you out.
That is a great observation. What are some ways business owners can do that?
So there are 3 ways that business owners can do that, and I'm going to walk you through all of them. First of all, you can use testimonials. Testimonials are basically a customer talking about how they got good results with your product or your service. Now, testimonials can be very powerful in your remarketing campaigns. So if you put yourself in the shoes of the prospect or the person seeing these ads, you can see why. Imagine if you were really interested in the benefits of a product or service, but you weren't 100% sure that the person could deliver those benefits, but you saw person after person talking about how they did deliver, it could really influence you to put your credit card information in and kind of tip that decision over the edge. Now, customer testimonials are very powerful. The thing about customer testimonials is that customers are not professional marketers like us. They don't know the ideal way to phrase their testimonial so that it's persuasive and so that it gets people to buy. So that's why if you use customer testimonials, you can't just use the videos they send you. You have to know a specific way to film these videos, and you have to know a very specific way to edit these videos. In fact, you're going to need to edit these videos very aggressively. In my book, The 15 Steps to Profitable YouTube Marketing, I show you exactly how to do that. Now, testimonials are one tactic you can use in your remarketing campaigns, but another tactic that you can use is endorsements from authority. What I mean by that is people who are celebrities within your industry, people who the customers of your industry like and trust. For example, my client company Mind Movies has done a great job with this. They're in the personal development industry, and they've gotten a who's who of people within the personal development industry to endorse them. People like John Assaraf, Bob Proctor, Jack Canfield, and just everybody within the industry has endorsed their product. And again, put yourself in the shoes of the prospect. If you were about to buy the Mind Movies product and then you saw endorsement from person after person, authorities who you trust, it's going to tip you over the edge and show you that the benefits promised in the marketing are for real. Now, I know a lot of people are seeing this and thinking like, man, it'd be great if I could get celebrities to endorse me or even celebrities in my industry, but I'm just starting off. I don't have that option. How can I do something like that? Fortunately, there's a way you can do something like that that's almost as good and which is still very effective in remarketing campaigns. You can buy sponsored videos from influencers. Now, a lot of people think this is very complicated, that you have to go through agents and that it's very expensive, but it's much simpler and much cheaper than most people think. All you have to do is go to a certain website, which I show you in the 15 steps, spend a few $100s, and you can get endorsements from influencers on Instagram, Facebook, and even YouTubers for just a few $100s. Now, a lot of these influencers, they have 100,000 or 200,000 subscribers, but they're not making very much money. So if you buy a sponsored video from them, Even if you're just paying them a few $100s, they're going to be very grateful for that, and they're going to do a great job with their endorsement. Now again, influencers are not marketers, and they don't know the ideal way to phrase things like we do. So when you're buying these sponsored videos, it's very important that you know how to structure the outlines for these videos in a very specific way. And again, you need to know how to edit these videos aggressively in a very specific way. If you want to learn how to do that, pick up a copy of the 15 steps. It walks you through exactly how to build these remarketing campaigns and all of these tactics in detail.
Those are all really great options for beginners. But you said you were going to share an advanced remarketing technique. Can you tell us what that technique is?
Yes. This technique is the real ultimate holy grail of remarketing. I love this technique, I use it myself, and I know that you're going to get great results from it too. Now, let me ask you something. Have you ever had the experience of seeing the same ad on YouTube over and over and over again?
Yeah, I immediately just hit next and move on.
Yes, and that's what everybody does. Most likely what you were seeing was a remarketing campaign that wasn't using this tactic that I'm about to show you. Now, remarketing campaigns, until this tactic was developed, had a serious drawback, which was that when you're just using a regular remarketing campaign, sometimes your customers can see the same ad 10 or 15 or 20 times in a row. And this is bad for a couple of different reasons. First of all, when you see the same ad over and over and over again, you get that skip reflex. Just like you did, your prospects will be skipping your ads reflexively if it just repeats over and over again. But even more importantly, YouTube is now incorporating feedback in its advertising system, similar to Facebook. As you can see on screen right now, you can now give ads a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And the bad news is, if you show your prospects ads too repetitively, they're going to give you a thumbs down. You get too many thumbs down, your ads don't show up anymore, or you pay much, much more for your advertising. Now, that's always been a drawback of remarketing campaigns, but people have always thought, oh, that's just the way it is. There's no way to prevent that. But now there is a way to prevent that, and I'm about to show it to you. The type of remarketing campaign that I use, and which I recommend that you use, is called sequential remarketing campaigns. Now, sequential remarketing campaigns use a feature called an ad sequence campaign in Google Ads. Ad sequence campaigns are super simple to set up. And on your screen right now, you can see exactly what you need to click on within Google Ads to set an ad sequence campaign up. Now, I've tried many different ad sequence campaigns, and I found that they don't work that well when you're advertising to prospects who don't yet know you. But when you're advertising in remarketing campaigns, the people that do already know you, they are incredibly, incredibly powerful. And there's a few different reasons for that. First of all, sequential remarketing campaigns can prevent the problem of showing the same ad over and over and over again. For example, have you noticed with these videos with Marina and I, you're not seeing the same video over and over and over again. You can see that we've chosen the order that you see the ads in, and you're seeing these ads in a defined order. That's because these videos that you're seeing right now are a sequential remarketing campaign. That's how we're doing it, and you're going to be able to do it too. The other reason why these campaigns are so powerful is that you can build trust over a longer period of time. You don't just have 2 minutes or 5 minutes. You can have a series of 5 or 10 or 15 videos where you can really build that trust. Now, this is especially important for certain industries and certain products. Let's say you were selling tickets to a $5,000 seminar. Do you really think that a lot of your prospects are just going to plunk down that $5,000 after seeing 1 2-minute ad? Occasionally that might happen, but 99.9% of people you show that ad to will not be willing to do that. If you could build trust over time, over a series of videos, it's going to be much easier to get that big ticket sale. Or let's say you're selling a product that involves a lot of emotional risk, such as selling dating advice. If the prospect buys the wrong dating advice product, he didn't lose that much money, but he's going to feel stupid. He's going to feel like a fool. He's going to feel like he got scammed. So it does take a lot of trust for products like this, even though the price point isn't that high. If you sell products like this, or if you sell high-ticket products, you're really going to benefit from these sequential remarketing campaigns.
That makes a lot of sense. And I know that it's one of the most valuable things you share in your book. I know that a lot of people out there could really transform their business with one of these campaigns. If you want to get a copy of Dan's book, you can pick it up for $19.95 on Amazon. Or you can click the Claim Book button below to get a free copy of the book from Dan's website. Can you tell us more about the results that people are getting from your book?
Yeah, sure thing. Here's a video that one of my students sent me talking about their experience.
Hey everybody, this is Matt Coleman. I just wanted to take a minute to thank Daniel Rose for creating this book, The 15 Steps to Profitable YouTube Marketing. I now work with multiple clients where I help manage their YouTube advertising efforts. It's wild for me to think about that I'm managing over 7 figures a month for my clients. It's been an amazing transition because I'm making quite a bit more money, and I owe it completely to Dan Rose for teaching me the techniques. If you're trying to separate yourself from the competition, YouTube is where it's at. This book is 100% where you should be focusing your attention if you want to get the full detail into how to properly do YouTube advertising.
Those are some really incredible results. It's so great to see people actually using the things they're learning in the book. Where can people go to learn more?
So, like Marina was saying, there's 2 ways to get the book. You could buy it on Amazon for $19.95 like everybody else, but through the link in this video, you can get a copy for free. Click Claim Book below to get your copy of the book. When you get your copy of the book, it's going to walk you through exactly how to create these sequential remarketing campaigns in detail. You'll be able to create campaigns just like this one that are persuasive and which build trust and persuade your customers to buy over time. Not only this, but I walk you through every part of the YouTube advertising process. I'll show you how to script your ads, how to film and edit them, how to manage your campaigns through Google Ads, and how to set up a great YouTube sales website. So if you haven't yet, make sure you claim your free copy while it's still available.